did get re-released in 1.
I thought so.
I'll have it 2 minutes.
So excited to eat one of those cinnamon rolls.
Eat it.
Eat one.
And we are not lying.
Why do you have to do it live?
It's great radio.
No,
Is
it's
it-
not. It's better to do it not live.
I was going to say, somehow I don't see that.
We're published.
Give me one.
Your understanding of live radio and television is very, very incorrect.
Yeah, I agree. I'm like, I don't understand what.
I gotta get crumbs all in
Rah,
Steven's
rah, rah,
carpet.
rah, rah, rah.
This is great. We are live now.
Well, we're alive now?
Yeah, we are live.
Yeah.
I gotta
All right,
get
I'm
crumbs in Steve's carpet. Well, hold
Oh,
on.
I
Let me grind them in.
I'm going to grind something in a minute.
This is hopefully going to be cut.
I'm just pulling up the.
I'm scared.
I
pulling
love
up-
how both of y'all just stopped and looked up at us.
Wow. Boy, YouTube is slow on the phone today. I'm still waiting for the app to load here.
Reddit's been
just-
pretty bad today.
And it's not
pretty
my
bad
crappy
today.
internet, it's the actual phone signal. Oh, loaded. So I just
Mine was
wanted
faster
to.
than you.
Right?
I mean,
There we go.
Yep.
All right. There we go. Let me just bring that volume down so we're good to go. All right. So you guys know
Yeah.
what the order is going to be?
yeah. So we're ready?
Feels like we haven't done this in a minute. Here we
We
go.
haven't.
On this episode of the Culture Smash Cast,
Green Lantern returns now to HBO.
I'm still eating, but hey, we got a million movies to cover.
New La Laurie movies are sure to conjure up some new nightmares.
So,
I'm through with you. Nico, break up with her.
yeah,
No, I put in 12 years, okay?
she's invested at this point. All right,
I
here we go.
almost broke the seal.
this is
Like the
interesting.
first 5
though.
seconds.
What's that?
They've
That's-
done that before.
No, okay.
Here we go. It's the Culture Smash Cast, episode 505 for November the 6th, 2019. I'm Stephen Lackey, editor of CultureSmash.tv.
Nicholas Qualls, contributor to CultureSmash.tv.
Tina Heimbach, contributor to Culturesmash.tv.
Zach Martin. I like cinnamon rolls.
Oh, it's been a minute. It's been
It's been a while.
3 weeks? 2 weeks, right?
Three.
Three.
This is three.
Three,
Three,
yeah. I had
I'm
to,
sick and I gotta work.
Listen.
later. My internet's not working.
I had a rough patch. I was
Facebook post the other day. I was like, oh my god.
I protected you guys when I was sick. I protected you.
I, for one, am thankful.
Yes.
I'm
'Cause
glad you are not dead.
It was
Oh
bad.
my god.
So-
he goes
so-
out and socializes for an hour, and I was like,
We
are you
put
gonna be
the
okay?
Wednesday time
Yeah.
to good use because pretty much any time that you canceled the
You went to the
podcast,
movies.
We went to the movies.
I would see that Facebook update. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I wish I was at the movies. I
Not
did
for
go to
all
the
of
movies
them.
this weekend though. I saw 3 movies back to back, so we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it.
What came
Speaking
out?
of movies,
Yeah, here we go.
Number 10 at the
Well,
box
do we
office.
wait? Do we want to do the film ball first, or
that's
Wait.
what.
We talked about this pre-show.
did we?
It was box office coming up and then phone ball.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right, go. Let's do it.
Oh my god. Number 10 this weekend was Arctic Dogs. Made 2.9 million. Zach, what is the budget for Arctic Dogs?
Who knows?
Motherless Brooklyn at number 9 made 3.5 million.
I'm ashamed to hear bad.
Also, please add the budgets back to the
Please.
weekend.
Fix your
list.
interface.
Please.
It's bad. Who approved this?
We're having to let Zach talk more. That's never a good thing.
No one wants that.
No one wants this.
Well, what if I wanted this?
No one wants this.
You don't even want it. Stop. You know better.
But anyway, coming in at number 8 is Black and Blue. That one made another 4.1 million this weekend.
It's got a $12 million budget.
So total, it has made its budget.
Oh
at least.
crap! I forgot I saw that movie too.
Yeah, that's a 15.
15
Yeah.
You went and saw that and did not tell me.
I
This
forgot.
Is a shock to
I
the
forgot.
system.
Like it's been weeks. It's been
He
weeks.
exited the theater and forgot he saw it. That's
Right?
the impression it made on him.
It would not surprise me if that was actually the case.
It has been weeks.
It's only been out for 2 weeks.
I
That's
know.
multiple of weeks.
Weeks. I will tell you about it after the box office.
All right, number
Number
7.
7 is Countdown. That one.
I saw
made-
that one too.
Yeah, Nico and I saw that one.
Oh wait, no, kid, I didn't see that.
Oh.
That one.
It's like
made,
I'm adding this to my list of stuff to talk about.
oh my goodness. That one made $5.7 million, which brings its total up to $17.6 million.
On a budget of $6.5 million.
So yeah, we're definitely...
We're going to count down to the sequel.
That's the horror movie magic, man. That's the horror movie magic.
Yep.
Number 6, speaking of horror movie magic, is Zombieland Double Tap, which did not have that horror movie.
Oh, did not. Did not.
That one made a $7.4 million this past weekend, bringing its total up to $59.3 million.
Well, it's only its budget was 42.
So it has made monies.
So prepare for Zombieland 3.
I don't know.
In another
about that.
decade.
Bringing its total up to $85 million.
That's not helping anybody's film ball game.
Budget?
Who
was
knows?
hoping Nico.
It's a Walt Disney. No, wait, it's not. Walt Disney.
No, it's
a
United Artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who knows their budget? Who cares?
All right.
Number 4, and new this weekend, was Harriet, making $11.6 million from Focus Features.
$17 million budget on that one.
Oh, well, it hasn't made it just yet. It's
It will.
$11.6 million.
So here's something funny about Harriet, real quick before I forget, is I don't know what's going on with that movie. I'm not exactly sure where the filmmaker that made it is based or whatever, but someone from Focus Features has approached me twice outside of the Green Hills Theater to try to give me free tickets.
That's because nobody really kind of wants to see this movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that great.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. I mean, it's a
looks
good
like
story.
standard
It's a good story that's told very poor.
And
Movie.
honestly, everything that I've seen, it's just black torture porn, and I'm not here for that.
I'm
if
not
I want
feeling
to see
it,
that,
yeah.
I can watch
It also
Scooby.
feels like it kind of
Right.
came out of nowhere. Like, I've really only, seen promotion for it for the last month.
Dude, I
Yeah.
remember seeing, we went to some movie at Opry Mills, and they were like, oh, would you like a free ticket to Harriet? And it's like, that movie doesn't come out for like 3 months.
That happened there too.
And we were like, yeah, no, we're busy.
no, we're good, thanks. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay. It's like, they literally were giving free movie tickets away, and they could not, like, we
Wow.
didn't care. We
Yeah.
just didn't care.
So that's 3 times. Twice it happened at Green
Yes.
Hills too. Wow. All right, continue.
Number 3, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, from the mouse himself. That one grossed $13 million this weekend, bringing its total up to $85.2 million.
And because it's Disney, there is no budgets.
Disney doesn't need a budget.
Exactly.
Number 2 is Joker. That one grossed $13.5 million pretty cleanly, bringing its total up to just shy of $300 million.
Oh.
So, internationally, like, worldwide total, it's $939 million.
Yes.
On
Darn
a
it.
$55 million budget.
Yeah.
This makes more.
It's record breaking for an
Endgame.
R-rated movie.
Yeah.
This makes more than Endgame.
As far as profits, yes.
Yes.
It does.
This is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. You don't take $400 million and hope to get, 20
I don't-
bucks out of it.
I don't regret that $400 million that we spent.
Yeah, I don't regret. Here's the difference, though, with Joker is that Endgame
What,
is part
Joker's
of.
better movie?
No,
I disagree.
It's definitely not. Not even
Hugely
close.
disagree.
So Endgame is part of a continually income-generating franchise, not just in movie box office sales, but all the merchandising sales. Whereas Joker is very limited in that front.
Yeah.
Let's face it, Disney's not making the money off the movie.
Besides,
it's
I
making the money off
haven't
the
had work
toys.
emails about the
yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
stairs in Endgame,
But
I have about the stairs
Well,
in Joker.
but no, it's Joker is very limited in its overall profitability because you are not going to get a sequel to Joker.
No.
There's no franchise building to Joker.
Sure.
If they do,
They're coming out now and being like, well, I mean, it's close to $1 billion. We might as well maybe do a sequel.
Oh,
I mean,
They pulled up those 17
They're
dump
gonna-
trucks full of cash
they're
up
going
to
to try to
somebody's
do
house and
something
said yes.
similar to Joker, but they can't recapture the magic that was in this movie.
Yeah,
they're
I
not
mean,
magic in this
so
movie,
what are
so
they
it
going to
must
do
be
now?
magic.
Is just knock off Goodfellas for the sequel? Is that what they're going to do?
Well, I mean, here's what you do. You do
Actually,
do that
no,
movie.
Goodfellas with the Penguin would be spot on.
That's it.
I would watch
That's
the
it.
crap out of that
Yeah.
movie.
The movie centrals around what's that? Batman the Animated Series episode? Almost Got Him.
Oh
Where
yeah,
they're
where
playing
all the
cards.
bad guys are around the table playing poker, and they're talking about how they almost got Batman.
That's how you do the
That
sequel.
was-
to
oh.
Joker.
I'm just saying,
I mean, that'd be
Harley
kinda cool.
Quinn has been the closest to killing Batman.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes. There's, man, I can go
She
on.
could have.
Here we go.
I'm not
Here
going
we
to
go.
done it. I'm
Yeah.
just going to stop because I can go on and on about the animated series because it's fantastic.
The animated series is great.
But wrapping out the weekend box office at number 1, new release is Terminator Dark Fate from Paramount Pictures.
Dun 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 dun.
$29 million.
Dun 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 dun.
Well, I have bad news because that movie has a budget of $185 million.
Oh my god! You know why it cost that much?
Blade Runner 2049 costs
have to
less
go
to
into
make.
the future.
You know why it cost that much?
costs money.
Because those 2 planes that crashed were real.
Exactly.
No fate by what you make. Oh
Right.
man, you're gonna die.
So
Paramount
opening-
Pictures, what are you doing?
Opening this weekend, Dr. Sleep is at 74% of Rotten Tomatoes. Sounds about right.
That's good. Yeah.
Midway's at 36%. Sounds
Sounds about
accurate.
right.
Yeah.
Lost Christmas is 42%. Also
Last
sounds accurate.
Christmas.
Last
Christmas.
Christmas.
Last Christmas.
Why is this coming out in early November, you fools?
Because
It's people be hating on Thanksgiving. I'm sick of it.
Yes!
On social
the-
media.
This comes out
That's
after
holiday.
Thanksgiving. It would make bank.
No,
Comes
it
out
should,
Friday.
No. It should come out Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when it should come out. And also, Jojo Rabbit is out 79% this weekend. And that's actually higher than I anticipated for that film.
So I wanted to see that one.
So, back on the films for a minute.
We've seen a
since
couple.
I'm the only one who has seen the new Terminator film, I won't talk into spoiler territory about it, but it was okay.
Okay. that sounds good.
Going in, I had really, really low expectations.
Better than
because-
Genesis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Terminator movies.
so for me, it rates right around 3.
Oh, okay.
Right around 3. I mean, I was telling Zach
So just enough to be a waste of time.
in the pre-show, I needed to I really need to rewatch Terminator 3 because when it came out, I liked it pretty good, but I haven't seen it in so many years. So
I was
don't know.
not a fan of Terminator 3 when it comes out. Well, I'm the opposite way. I want to rewatch it because I've heard more people come around to it, and I
like
feel like
it.
I want to give it a chance.
I liked it when it came out, and I liked it on a subsequent view, but it's been a lot of years, so
Yeah.
I'm going to revisit to kind of see where this new one falls. Linda Hamilton is in this one, and it's funny the timing of her character because you've got Jamie Lee Curtis in the Halloween, and they're kind of playing the same type of broken, grizzled old lady
Yeah.
character. She's good though. I liked seeing her in that franchise again. I enjoyed it. It has a lot of problems, this new one, but overall I had a pretty good time.
Okay.
Yeah, had a pretty good time. Some of the CGI in the opening sequences, the early sequences of the film, there's some gorgeous CGI.
Okay.
In the middle, there's some stuff that looks like a Sega Genesis game. I mean, it's just not
Because they
consistent.
burnt that $180 million at the beginning,
Right?
apparently.
It's just not consistent.
Only thing I can think of why that budget is so much is because of Arnold and because of Hamilton.
I don't
and-
think
I do
Arnold
not-
costs that much anymore.
I don't think Linda costs that much.
No, I know she doesn't cost that much.
And Arnold's done a lot of...
I mean, did you see $185 million on screen?
No,
So where did that money go?
I don't know.
I mean, gold dusted on cornflakes is cheaper.
So here's the one thing. I had a nice discussion with someone on YouTube about this film that loved the film, whereas I liked it well enough. He loved it. And my biggest complaint is, and I think this has kind of happened with filmmaking in general, is you could take a single frame from Terminator 2 that doesn't have either of the main stars in it and has no action. It could be a shot of a truck, and you would look at that and say, oh, that's Terminator 2. You could know. Because every frame of that film has James Cameron's style to it. Where this film, it's directed by Tim Miller, I think
Yes.
is his
Yeah.
name, who also did Deadpool. It's
I've heard it looks like Deadpool, which
It's-
is to say not very good.
generic. It looks
Yeah.
like generic, modern, quickie Hollywood filmmaking. It doesn't have like this style that's like, oh my god, this guy's a visionary. No, it just looks like general
I think
action movie.
That's the problem following up with any Terminator franchise, because you have James Cameron with such a unified vision doing the first 2, which are still, by every account,
They
the
hold
best
up
ones,
so
and they hold up so well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a revolving door of people coming in to direct each subsequent Terminator movie.
And they either drop their own style on it, or there's someone like what's his name, Mr. Rush Hour,
Brett
Brett Ratner, who has no real style.
Which one did Ratner do?
Wasn't it Salvation? Did he do?
Is it
No, that was McGee.
Oh,
That was McGee.
Maybe that's what I'm
McGee
thinking
did,
about.
yeah.
Actually, is McGee. Because Brett Ratner, well, I mean, they're kind of the same.
Yeah, but Big G did do Salvation. But yeah, it's just like, you're not going to measure up to James Cameron. I don't care who you are. You have to have another A-tier director to do this movie.
I mean, but another part that I just miss, and seeing T2 on the big screen over this summer. I mean, think about that helicopter sequence in T2. Where it's going under underpasses and over bridges, and I'm going, oh my god!
Yeah.
This movie is 27 years old, and I am gripping my seat going, oh my god, I can't believe I just saw that on film.
I mean, some of that stuff is practical.
It is all practical.
It makes a difference.
You can feel it. Now, when you're jumping out of tanks into, like, midair and floating down, it's on green screen. Nobody cares.
Yeah. And you know, it's funny, too, because... I want to talk about some specific things in this movie, but I'm going to wait till you guys see
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll read the spoilers.
All right, so also, what else? So Black and Blue, I saw.
Hold on, before we get deep into the movie discussion.
You want to do the box office?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, or
Before my
the film
computer
ball?
dies.
I got a list for you here.
All right.
So, film ball results as they stand. Number 7, Steven, sitting at a 5.2 million total.
Taking my time.
Yeah, well, you can continue taking your time, so I'm not dead last.
Such for distance, it's a marathon.
No, that's probably going to be Zach.
No, it's probably going to be me. Coming in at number 6, speaking of, is me, 6.5 million. Sarah is sitting at number 5 with $51.9 million total.
All right.
Zach is right in the middle at number 4 with $92.9 million.
But depending on what happens with the one movie, Zach might be done.
No.
Continue.
Number 3 is Nathan with $196.8 million.
Oh, he's got all that it money.
Number 2 is Nico with $203.7 million.
This is one of your
Enjoy
best.
it while I can.
This is one of your best games.
It is going to fall.
And number 1 with a bajillion movies is Hector at $340.6 million.
I've only got one movie that's not out yet. So
Most of my stuff is not out yet.
yeah, but I've only got one more that's not out. It's Spies in Disguise.
I only have a third of my movies out.
I have Addams Family.
Hold on, did Spies in Disguise get pushed?
I don't think so.
So Last Christmas is mine.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for that. And then
Star Wars.
I don't know if they have anything else or not. I can't remember. I'd have to look.
You have
Matter.
Jumanji.
You've got Star Wars.
Jumanji.
You got
That's
Star
right.
Wars and Jumanji.
That was the double shot I was hoping for.
Nico,
I guess not. I thought.
Nico still has Spies in Disguise, and
Yeah.
he does have a couple more weeks of Maleficent.
Yep.
I have Dr. Sleep and Charlie's Angels. Zach, you have A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Playmobil the movie. And depending on if it actually comes out wide release or not, 1917.
So A Beautiful Day in the
I think
Neighborhood.
Playmobil is going to rack up all that.
No, I think A Beautiful Day is going to do well.
When
I think
does A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood come out? Because if that comes out, does it come out this month?
Thanksgiving.
Give me one
Yeah.
second.
Oh, that's the weekend.
Yeah.
If that comes out Thanksgiving weekend, that's going to make
That
money.
comes
Yeah,
out
too bad it's going up against
on the
Frozen
22nd.
Too bad about that.
Yeah.
Too bad about
That
that.
comes out on the 22nd. It's going up against Frozen 2
It's the week
and
before Thanksgiving.
21 Bridges.
I guarantee you it's going to be hilarious because you go in and Frozen 2 is going to be soccer moms and their kids.
All the kids get dropped off into Frozen 2.
Well, no, you're going to go in and it's going to be soccer moms and their kids in Frozen 2. And then you step into A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. It's going to look like a cotton field with all the white hairs in there. That's exactly what it's going to be.
Or it's going to be all the dads. All the soccer moms and the kids go into Frozen, and then all the dads and all the older people and regular adults.
I think a lot of dads see the Disney princess movies, though, and blame it on their kids, but they actually want to see it.
I want to see Frozen 2.
I saw the first one.
Yeah. So to break down those numbers a bit further,
Here we go.
Nathan's still pulling in the 5.6 bid per dollar for it. Zach, you are up to $3.9 million per dollar you spent on Ad Astra, and $6.4 million for Gemini Man. Steven, I'm not even going to mention Goldfish.
Wow. Yeah, Goldfinch, man. That was a good movie no one saw.
Nico, you are for Addams Family. For every dollar that you spent,
How was
you
all
got
3 hours
4.2.
I didn't see it.
All right.
For abominable. Oh my god!
Abominable.
For the Yeti movie, you got $6.8 million per dollar spent.
Okay.
And for Maleficent, right now you're at $4.2 or just $4 million. For me, Jaxie, I'm not even going to mention it. It's
It's only
Stevens.
like $5 million. $6 million total.
Yeah.
And for
I don't know if you got all $6 million, but it's got $6 million so far.
Sarah is bringing in $2.3 million for every dollar she spent on Zombieland.
Oh, wow.
And Hector has the highest total, which for Black and Blue right now, he's only pulling in $1.8 million for dollar. For Rainbow Last Blood, he only pulled in $3.9 million. But for Joker, he's pulling in close to $10 million per dollar he spent. 9.5.
Jeez.
That's good.
So
It is. So if you would like to play Film Ball with us, you can. Basically, the concept is this. We have 100 virtual bucks. We draw movies out of a hat for a 4-month block of time, and we bid on the films we think will make the highest box office in the first 4 weeks of opening. And it's fun to smack talk each other. It's going to be great.
yeah.
Yep.
Watching Zach squirm is the best because these last 2 games have not been his best.
Just been
This game is
sucking.
better.
There
You
you go.
are doing better
we didn't
in this game
actively
than the
try.
previous game.
We didn't actively try to screw over Zach in this game,
It just-
which I did in the last game.
And
It
then
just comes naturally.
Hollywood
Yeah.
decided to screw me over. Thank you, boys.
That is
So,
hilarious.
fun fact about Spies in Disguise that I found out.
Yeah.
It was delayed by almost a year.
Yeah, I thought, because I remember hearing about it a while ago.
It
Yeah.
was originally supposed to be released in January 18th of 2019.
Wow.
Then it got delayed to September. Then got delayed to December.
As long as
So,
it's sticking to that.
Cross those fingers that it's
Yeah,
actually
I'm
going to
hoping.
hit
Straight to
December.
DVD.
All right, so
Straight
we got
to Disney
movies.
Plus.
We
All
got
right, so
movies.
back in the movies. It just happened that I was there for something else, and the timing was right, so I just stuck my head in and watched it. And, let me just mention this
Two
for the
for
first
one.
time. Well, no, I went ahead and used my Regal
okay.
Unlimited because I don't have to do 2 for 1, sir. But anyway, so it's basically the story of an African American police officer who witnesses her partner involved in a drug shooting, and he kills a bunch of people, and they try to kill her, didn't kill her, but they want her body cam, so everyone's after her. That's the setup. That's all in the first 2 seconds of the trailer, really. And it's okay, like it's well acted enough, and it has something to say. It has commentary, and it has an agenda, but it's not. So it's not like what is it? Tales from the Hood. It's not like
It's not like a jackhammer to your head?
it's not that. Yeah, but it does have that agenda. But there is one. Oh gosh, I hate it when it tells you
Here
that
it
a movie
comes.
is just kind of mediocre when one thing like grips you and just like really annoys you.
Yeah.
So it's in the 80s. It's very reminiscent of the 80s kind or 90s kind of action movie, early 90s actually.
Okay.
Where so she's running, and all the bad guys are communicating with each other over their radios. Which she's a police officer. She has one as well. Well, one of them looks at another one and says, "Let's all change to this channel 15, this private channel, so that it doesn't go out over the airwaves, right?" So they do, but she can still hear them. How can she still hear them? How did she know to change that channel? But it's very convenient plot-wise a couple of times where she hears the right thing at the right time, and I'm like, this is, it's so...
Yeah,
it's a simple fix they could have fixed.
Yeah, because
know?
it tells you the
Just cut
reason.
that line of dialogue. It's fixed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it tells you the reason
But then they're just
why.
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, or have them say it within earshot of her so she switches to or something.
Yeah.
They handled that really
Have
well.
them accidentally say that over the radio.
Anytime you're going to do something like that, I swear, you should sit down and watch Die Hard. Die Hard handled the radios the right way. But
Everyone on radio silence.
yeah. But that little thing just bothered me. But the directing of it and stuff, it just feels like a pretty good TV movie, though,
Okay.
honestly. It's not cinematic in that way where you got to see it in the theater. If you're killing time and you got, the
$8 and 2 hours to
well,
spare.
no, if you got the Regal or the Stubbs or whatever, go see it. It's all right. It's all right.
So the main girl in this
Mm-hmm.
is Miss Moneypenny in the new Bond movies.
Oh, that.
And she was,
Oh.
yeah.
And I was like, "Are you serious? I didn't recognize her
I would
at
not have
all."
known that,
Yeah,
but
me
she's
neither.
fine in it. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
sexy in those movies.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's part of it. Yeah.
Sexy as hell.
Oh, I also saw Gemini Man in the HFR.
Yeah, and
So I went in expecting to hate Gemini Man.
Yeah.
And it's bad, but it's bad in the sort of Dolph Lundgren time cop kind of bad, where
that's good. Yeah,
you still kind of enjoy it. It's still fun, but
Does it have to be an
Also,
HFR?
No.
Does it have to be an HFR?
No. In fact, it's probably better not in HFR.
Okay.
Because the HFR looked like soap opera.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
like in the shots where there were no people, like it's landscape and things like that, it looked nice. But when you see people moving, it just looked... It was too clear. You know?
think the HFR helped with the de-aged Will Smith?
It might have. Okay. It might have. But what it did do is it revealed other cheaper CG. Like, you know how nowadays you hardly ever shoot a gun on set. It's usually just done in post with After Effects.
Yeah.
Well, you could see those After Effects brushes in it because every frame was crystal clear. You know, you didn't have that sort of motion blur of film that
They
film
could hide it.
Yeah, and the other part is the thing I love about film and real film and digital video can do this too is bokeh. Bokeh is shallow depth of field where the background is all out of focus. But the thing that the filmmaker, the director, wants you to look at is in sharp, crystal clear focus. So you're watching the film and you know what you're supposed to be paying attention to. Well, this thing in HFR and 3D, which is you couldn't see one without the other, just flattened it all out. Everything, it was like infinite focus.
Everything's clear.
Everything's in focus, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. Everything looks great. I could see everything. It's really clear. It's like looking at a picture and not a movie.
Okay.
But now I recommend watching the movie like watch it on home video or something. It was if you like old Jean-Claude Van Damme like sci-fi movies, then watch it.
Okay.
Watch it. You know, it's fun.
I still think HFR has a place as documentary.
Yeah, maybe because like I
that
said,
could get you into real life.
The landscapes and things like that looked really good. It's just people moving looks weird. It just looks weird. And also they did a treatment on his voice to make him sound younger, and that sounded weird too. Need to see it.
I wish what they would have done.
I need to see it.
Here's what you could do: have it be selective. Example: Avatar 2. When they go into the world of Pandora, those select sequences be in HFR. Or when they come back to real life, then it's 24
Maybe,
frames.
I don't know. I feel like you're more sold on it than me because I'm looking at that film and
I still think
it looked like afternoon soap opera, like Days of Our Lives.
To me, it's just another tool.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you're trying to do it's like shooting your whole movie on a Steadicam or a whole movie on a gimbal.
I don't want to dig into this too much. We're not a filmmaking show. Tina's falling asleep already.
Well, we got other movies. We
got
got a
other
lot of
movies
stuff.
to
We're
get to. All right,
behind.
so what else do we have?
Y'all saw Maleficent.
Your next
so go
one.
ahead and talk about
Yeah,
that.
Maleficent.
Then we'll talk about the last three.
So Maleficent picks up.
I liked it better than the first, but that's not saying much.
I agree. I do like it better than the first one because
Angelina Jolie, you can tell she has fun as Maleficent. They did really good casting her and Michelle Pfeiffer. That's pretty much all I really liked about the movie.
honestly, when they're on screen, they're having a good time and they are captivating. They are really interesting to watch. The rest of it's really annoying. The whole, Maleficent, here's more of your species of people. It's very contrived and stupid.
Man.
They started off good with Aurora being like, here's she doing royal duties, commanding the Fae and all that stuff. And then they throw that out the window because she got herself a man.
Right.
Yeah. So it's better than the first one. If you liked the first one, you will like this one. Angelina Jolie is still a badass.
It does have some pretty graphics. So,
I see, and I like
those
Angelina
pretty
Jolie.
graphics are called
but I don't-
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. All right, that works. All right.
Okay, next up.
What?
So going in order here, let's go Zombieland.
Zombieland double tap. I thought
that
We all saw
was
this
a-
separately.
Yeah. Zach and I did not like this movie.
Oh, Lord.
There were a lot of issues I had with this movie. It played true to the Zombieland
Did it, though?
lore.
No,
the
it
world.
didn't. It completely disregards
The
its lore.
world.
I don't think it disregards
It
anything.
Yes,
wasn't
it did.
true.
What caused the zombie apocalypse in
It
the first
wasn't
film?
true to. I don't know.
We don't know.
That's right. It was a hamburger from a gas station. Suddenly, it's just everybody now.
Well, I think that's just it. I think that's.
But it wasn't true to
It counts.
characters.
It was in the movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't true to characters because there's spoilers.
We can spoil now.
Spoils. It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah. Tallahassee, Wichita, none of them would willingly give up their guns.
That is
None
such
of
a
them will willingly
massive
give up their
no.
guns.
There are a lot of dumb character choices. We talked about how the creativity in the zombie kill department is
They
not
just
as good.
hurted them off a cliff, whereas in the
I'm
first
feeling
movie,
like
they're
now-
going through like roller coasters. They're getting hit by roller
There was
coasters.
innovation in that film.
Yeah.
I feel like
It just
now
felt
that you
on
guys didn't really
autopilot.
care for it, but I would swear your post was you kind of liked it because Zach and I were both like, we
still,
have things to say.
I still enjoyed the movie enough. Like
Yeah.
when I was in the movie and I was watching it, it was like, I got it's these characters again. There were some stupid decisions they would have made. It wasn't
We did
as
come
good.
out of seeing it right after seeing Lighthouse, so that was a very
That's
very
hilarious.
stark
Maybe that's
brain
we just needed something to turn our brains off, and
Yeah.
this was it. But no, it was. I liked seeing some of these characters again. It did feel like I was revisiting this franchise, and after a decade, did this movie come out 2 years after Zombieland?
If this came out in 2011, we'd be talking a different tune.
Yeah, I don't think we would.
I think
we would.
but I think it.
I'd be thinking, well, thank God they didn't wait 10 effing years.
See, I'm the other way around. I think actually it helps because it would have been more. I think in a way it would have been disappointing that they didn't innovate as much immediately after the first
There was
Zombieland.
one
Whereas
thing
this
I
one
liked.
feels. This one feels more like it's the crew just kind of hanging out and just getting a chance to.
Great. Pay
Get
$25 to go see the crew hanging out.
Well, we saw it in 4DX though.
I did
Yeah, no,
like
no.
the whole reference to being married. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, how did that information leak out, and how did so many people know?
I don't know, but I loved the post-credit scenes.
Yeah.
So,
And the post-credit
Scene
scenes
was
were
the best thing in the
yeah,
film.
Yeah.
it's entirely the best part
So
of the
I
movie.
think any complaints that you can have about the movie, whether it's dumb decision making on the character's part or bad world building, all of that could be swept under the rug
If
and
it
not
was
cared about
funny.
if it was funny. I didn't laugh. I didn't smirk. Not
I giggled at the
one
ending.
time
Like the very, very
until
end.
those post-credit
Yeah, the
sequences.
post-credit.
Though, what was the name of that character?
Madison?
The
Testing
blonde?
my patience.
Zach
is an
was getting so
understatement.
annoyed with
I
that
wanted
character.
to rip her effing throat out
that-
and drink her blood.
And that was the only,
Were you
humor-
bitten by a zombie, Zach? 'Cause that's
Right?
pretty.
I hated her. I hated every moment, and she didn't even have the decency to die in the movie. Come on.
That's actually not true.
That's gonna
There's
spike.
the spike.
She kind of did, and then
No, she didn't.
It was a
she
nut
didn't
allergy.
die.
All right, all right,
She
all right,
didn't
all right.
have
Yeah.
the decency.
Okay,
to
yeah,
die.
let's go.
We're gonna spike the audio. Next
Yeah.
movie.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Next movie. Parasite or The Lighthouse? Which one?
We're going to spoil Lighthouse because that's a big.
Are you going to throw poop?
I hated it. I hated the movie.
Wow.
I totally
Spoilers for The
spoiled
Lighthouse.
I felt like, and the first thing when I texted Zach, the first thing he did when I texted him, I said I just didn't like it, is he texted me a speech. And I'm like, this is why I hated it. It's elitist bullcrap filmmaking that I just
could
hate.
not
Damn
follow.
ye.
It feels so elitist. I
Let
feel like
Neptune strike you down, Stephen.
I feel like-
Hark, Triton, hark! Bellow, bid our father, the
Stop
sea king,
spiking
rise
the-
from the
stop
depths.
spiking
foul.
Jack Weed.
In his fury, black waves teeming with salt foam to smother this young mountain.
Okay,
under
Zach.
slime.
It's
Zach.
I will admit, I love that speech.
It's just
But you're you're entirely right. You're
it's-
100% accurate.
I'm like, where is my beret so I can watch this movie
This is why I
properly?
watched it at the Belcourt.
It doesn't matter where you watch it. It's
It's
elitist.
A24.
I love A24, but I mean, they made that movie about the Nashville Film Festival too, didn't they? So they're not perfect. But yeah, I know I'm in the minority. That's why I want to bring it up because I'm like,
So-
I just didn't like it.
So I like parts of the movie.
Yeah.
I like the parts of the movie. Not like I like this part, but I don't care for this part. I put the whole thing together. It's not really that enjoyable of a viewing
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
But I appreciate a lot of the aspects. Like I love that speech, the Willem Dafoe speech, and that's just so fun.
Going and going, and I'm like, oh my
Actually,
god,
you know
this
what?
is amazing.
I love Willem Dafoe. That's it.
I
Willem
do
Dafoe is
too.
great in this movie.
He is great,
But-
but it feels like Willem Dafoe doing.
This is the movie, really good production. Movie, I
Yeah,
they
for
did
sure.
it-
Cinematography was
the
really
cinematography
good.
was really great. They did a fantastic job.
I also
making
feel
it
like
look
that
old.
aspect
That-
ratio was elitist too. That was it.
I will agree.
It was unnecessary.
That poor seagull.
Some of those beautiful shots would have been way more beautiful in CinemaScope.
But
they would have been gorgeous.
But still, it's like the whole thing together is like this is a very cerebral, screw with your mind movie, and it's like, what am I? For what reason? Like, what am I trying
Yeah.
to?
Give me Jack Torrance
least-
into Shining. I'd rather watch that.
With the I always call it
would.
the witch, but at least with the witch, you had that payoff at the end where she goes into the forest and the witches are rising and she rises with them. You had that payoff. I didn't feel there was a payoff in this.
I
There
do.
wasn't. Not really.
So-
I do.
Yeah.
He reached the top of the lighthouse.
Oh, whatever.
And saw whatever was
Well,
in
it's so
it.
weird because they go to this like really ham-fisted Prometheus analogy
Mm-hmm.
at the
Yeah,
end of
it
the
was
movie,
very much
and
so
it's like
Prometheus.
this is you get kind of some of it when like Willem Dafoe is going into his tirade about sea gods and Triton and things like that. It's like, oh, this is going for a very mythological feat, smiting him for stealing the fire,
right?
And that's the ending of the movie. It's like, this is weird.
I will say, it gives me hope for Robert Pattinson as an actor.
He was fine.
Dude,
he was fine, but he was
your reintroduction to Robert Pattinson because he's been really not.
No, but
it's
mine.
We had
Yeah,
that
I haven't
argument
watched him in
last
anything.
time. We had that argument last time where you and I were on the same page of he's done really good stuff, and these two were like, we'll see how he does.
Well, and
I
I think he was fine in it, but Willem Dafoe was
Willem Dafoe stole the show.
The core of that film.
Regardless of what people say, Willem Dafoe needs a Best Supporting Actor nod for this movie.
Yes.
But
the positives I give it is, okay, yeah, he had a vision in his head of how this film should look, and he executed that vision, and because it definitely looks and is unique compared to anything else that's out right now. But I feel like I got suckered in that way where you have those really, really elitist film friends that will love it even though it's not as good as they say it is because it's cool to love it because it's so elitist. And I'm like, that is exactly what I felt like walking out of this film.
Very much how I felt.
This is a movie I will appreciate watching aspects of it. I'll watch scenes of it. I
can definitely see Willem Dafoe's speech, the Poseidon speech.
It was incredible.
Being buried alive and giving a speech. Come on.
That was
studied
also
in
great.
film classes or English classes. I can see that happening, but they're not going to do the entire movie because the entire movie is.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch. I
boring.
don't think I'm going to watch the whole movie again.
Boring. It's a good term for what it really is. It's
like I wasn't
a little in the middle.
It kind of just dragged a bit. I wasn't really bored throughout most of the movie, but it really was like you left like. What was the point at the end? Like, you don't get really much out of it.
Yeah. And like Zach was like, you didn't think the cinematography is beautiful? There was some gorgeous shots in there. I'm looking at, that's pretty, but boy, if it was widescreen, it would be beautiful. It was pretty.
It's about what information is in the frame and not frame.
Okay.
I know.
So
So would you have sex with the mermaid?
Yeah, probably.
They showed like her vagina, and I'm sitting there going, I didn't need to see that. I really didn't need to see that. Please.
Because if I'm seeing a mermaid, I'm probably already hypnotized. So
there's a lot of this movie I didn't really need to see.
And that's the other thing that I was a little disappointed in is I found for people like, oh man, I'm so disturbed by this movie and like it's so like I don't know what to do with myself or whatever. And Zach was even like that. I don't know what to say. I'm like, I know what to say. It sucked. I hated it. It was boring and elitist, and I hated it.
So next up.
Want to know what movie I didn't hate, though?
What's that?
Parasite.
Parasite.
Here we go.
I'm going to tell you this
Spoilers
right now.
for this movie.
Please.
If you have not seen this
turn
movie,
it off right now.
Go see it. Go
legit.
see it. This is
okay.
I think we all like this movie.
This is going to be in my top 10.
Oh no, I think it's going to be in all of ours.
Parasite.
Sure.
Oh my god! Because they did such a great job with the trailers.
What was going to be coming
You didn't know what was happening.
I heard Zach tell somebody that asked him about it. I don't know who was asking when we were together. He's like, I think it's like some kind of zombie thing. It's so funny.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I thought he was like murdering people.
I had no idea that this movie was going to be as funny as it is. Right? The first half of this movie is really light and funny. Well, not light, but humorous. It's very humorous.
It is humorous.
Yes.
Yeah. I was in my theater. There was probably 15 people. It was like
we had a pretty packed house.
We had a pretty packed because we went to Belcourt Friday night.
People were laughing.
Because I support my art house, I also went to the Belcourt.
Well, if your art house would have better times, so I could do multiple double shots.
I cannot refute that claim. This is a legitimate claim.
And the acting.
Actually, the funny thing is, we were watching
throughout all of it was so good. Even the little kid, I told Nico, I was like, that daughter had to have been playing both of those tutors. She knows.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing.
I have a theory that each diary that she has relates to a different guy.
It was.
That's.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that.
That's funny.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh man, it's just so good. I love. Man, this movie's good.
Everything about it,
because it turns so subtly. The fact where it turns from being this kind of humorous,
Mission Impossible almost.
Yes! I was like, this is a Mission Impossible stuff going on here.
What's this family comedy Mission Impossible parody almost, and then it does a turn, and it does it so subtly that you don't catch it.
You have whiplash from this turn.
When it twisted, I was like, whoa, this is not what I expected.
You know, and the one thing that I did hear,
times I kept saying, "This is not what I expected at all."
the one thing I did hear before I went in was that there was a lot of sort of social commentary in the film, and I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I hope I get it because I
shove it in your face."
Well, but it's not even that. I love good social commentary in a film. I mean, Dawn of the Dead is one of my favorites because of the way it did social commentary. Yeah. But I was hoping that it would be something that I could get because it is not a domestic film.
Yeah.
But it's universal.
Oh, yeah.
The social commentary that's there is universal. It's about classism and all that kind of thing. And it didn't turn anybody into a specific villain.
There are no real villains.
All villains.
Yeah, they were all villains, and then they weren't.
Yeah. It's like there was no like cartoonish mustache twirling bad guy who's out to get anybody.
It's almost like they're human,
right?
What was fascinating was I felt so bad.
The humans are the parasites.
Oh my god!
I felt so bad for her, and then I'm like, "Oh, this bitch!"
Right?
Oh my god! And then I felt so bad for her again when they're rubbing the peaches on her. And
man!
Stairways. I'm like, "Oh no!" That is impressive to make me go from I feel bad to hate to bad again.
Yeah. It's like,
oh my god!
And you want to know what's really funny? Okay, so in the theater I went to, for anybody who's not local to Nashville, in the Opry Mills Theater, the seats, like the way the theater is laid out, the seats are really close in the front row, even for me. So I didn't sit in the front. I'm like, and I'm going to see. You know, I sat in the third row, which is a little bit back from you in a subtitle movie, but I thought, okay, I'm good with subtitles about not being able to have to read everything. I can get and still get what's going on. But I started the movie in the third row. By the end, I was in the front row. I just kept moving up. I was like, I gotta see what the heck is going on. You know, I had to have every word.
That house
was
beautiful.
What a beautiful location.
Such a
just
nice
a
house.
gem of a location.
The scenes. I mean, just all the scenes, from the beautiful mansion, high-class house, to the semi-basement, flooded.
Oh, that was so...
oh, my God.
In the streets right next to your window.
Yep.
Like, everything was just spot on.
I wouldn't change anything about that film.
This movie was so good.
The movie almost lost me, like, the last minute.
When it looked like...
when it was
like,
doing
I'm going to grow up and make a lot of money. And I'm like, if
Buy
this
this
happens
house,
at the end, I am going to absolutely hate this ending. Oh,
Yeah.
good. We didn't do that. Thank God.
Right.
Because if we had done that, I would have been like,
we don't know.
Crap.
Yeah, we
don't
really
know.
don't know.
I mean,
But I like the not knowing part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the way to do it.
Yeah.
because I imagine that as his vision.
Yeah.
I don't see that as.
Oh, yeah, I'm of the
happens.
same opinion that it doesn't actually happen that way at all. But I love how they left it that way.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, you're right. I couldn't think of a thing to
Nika was
change.
fully expecting the driver to reappear and get revenge.
Yeah, I did think. I thought the driver and the maid were gonna team up and do like this whole like we're going to kidnap you and
We're gonna
torture
protect the
like
family or
jigsaw
something.
you or
Yeah.
something. But no, that didn't happen. And
It got super violent at the end.
It really did.
it gets super.
He gets stabbed right in the chest. She goes, "Oh shit."
Oh,
It's PG-13. It's fine.
oh, is it okay?
That's
Good.
PG-13.
Okay, good.
I just love the reaction of, oh
Like the
no.
main kid got a rock slammed on his head like twice.
That wide shot of him going like that.
And the arm. Did you
my
see the
God.
arm?
And
The
it
arm
kept
just goes
twitching. Like I
Yeah.
don't know how they did. That was a good shot.
It was-
that was so spot on.
really was
the
effective.
maid falling down the stairs and hitting her head.
Oh my gosh.
I could feel it.
I mean, that just the whole existence of that landscape stone was fascinating to me
Yeah.
because it became such a symbol. Like
Yeah.
like in the flood, the house is flooding, but he got the stone out.
Yeah.
You know, it's just I don't know. I can't praise the movie enough. It's really funny too because I'm starting this whole process of figuring out what my top 10s are going to be for the year.
Yeah, because we're getting close.
And two of the most surprising films that I've seen this year were both Asian films. This and The Farewell. The Farewell is a really good movie too. Way different than this, of course, and not as good in the scheme of things, but still really good. And I don't know.
There is just so.
And I saw The Parasite and The Lighthouse back to back, so I was like,
we saw them like same time frame, different days. Like the one was Friday, one was Saturday.
and I came out of The Lighthouse and recovered from that and still loved The Parasite. I was like, this is a good movie, right?
I think it really goes to show really good cinematography, like in setting up that house.
You know where it is,
where she's going to
and
hit.
you know where that location is in respect to where everyone else is in the house. So the suspense of it is palpable,
and it's so well set up. You don't even realize it until it's like too late. I got you.
Gotcha.
It's just like seriously. As the days go by, I'm like, I need to see this movie again. It's so good.
Kind of want to see it again. I might
not in the theater. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
I want this on my shelf.
Yeah. Oh no. I'll be.
I turned to Nico. Not even like halfway through the credits. I'm like, we are buying this movie.
Yeah.
Because buying.
It's one of those movies that you just you need to buy it, own it, and not talk about it, and just share it with people.
Yeah.
Because
despite the fact that we just did that for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that'd be all right though.
Well, we did say spoilers, but A+ with those trailers.
The marketing campaign
freaking clue.
As far as I can tell, it's still on point. Like all the promotion for this movie, given how much more buzz it's gotten, has not given anything away.
So speaking of the trailers, that sequence where the two of them are at the door
and they're doing the song to remember their backstory.
I thought that was really cute in the trailer, and she's a real cute girl too, or whatever.
She was a really cute guy.
Yeah, but then in the context of the film, it was even funnier. Like it really tickled me. I don't know. I loved it.
I will say, can we all agree, like, most awkward sex scene in a film this year? Because that was uncomfortably...
But it was realistic.
I was going to say...
so just like, oh, God, this is so...
But it was, I think Tina's right, though. It was realistic.
You'll be asleep, and your boyfriend or girlfriend will just start rubbing some part
I want drugs. I want drugs.
Okay, that part was super weird. But...
It was realistic, though.
It was.
Yeah.
It was super...
This is happening. This is what's happening.
What else we got? Anything else?
That's the last movie.
All right, how far in are we?
We were at 48.
All right, we're at 48. So let's do one story. Tina, do your story.
Yay!
I can do mine really quick. So Tina, go ahead and do
Chad and Carrie Hayes, the creators of the mega successful Conjuring franchise, are teaming up with Cindy Bond and Doug McKay. Recently launched Faster Horse Pictures on a series of Haunted Mansion horror movies planned around the real-life La Laurie Mansion in New Orleans. It's one of the most notorious haunted houses in the world, which hasn't allowed any public access since 1932. The house was made infamous by its resident Madame La Laurie, a New Orleans socialite and serial killer who tortured and murdered numerous slaves there in the early 1800s. After her crimes were exposed following a house fire in 1834, she fled the city and was never arrested. Ooh. The building has had... She fled to France, by the way.
Yeah.
The building has had several owners, including the actor Nicolas Cage, but is now owned by Michael Whalen, a partner and collaborator with Faster Horse. Now, keep in mind, the Conjuring franchise, produced by New Line and released by Warner Brothers, has grossed $1.9 billion globally across its various entries, including the Annabelle
wait. Did you say that Nicolas Cage is part of the production company?
No.
He previously owned the house.
That would be amazing. I would watch. I mean, I also want to watch it. I would watch the crap out of this movie
if he was involved in it.
Yeah.
But no,
he actually has a tomb in St. Louis Cemetery No. 1. It's shaped like a pyramid.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So he's already bought it out. We've actually,
this is why Nicolas Cage struggles to have money because he's wasted it on stuff.
Well, no, that's part of the lore of the house.
And that's why he lost it.
Is anybody who owns the house comes into financial ruin? It's the curse of the house.
But yeah, we saw the house and we saw the.
Yeah,
I actually said that. I said that the other day when I saw your story come up. I'm surprised I didn't see pictures of it when you guys were there.
I have pictures
Tina's
of it.
got some. Yeah, we saw it twice. We saw it during the day and during the night.
Yeah.
I actually walked by this back in 2011.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
I looked at the map. I'm like, this looks familiar.
It's also featured. Well, granted, the actual house is not featured in American Horror Story, but La Laurie, Madame La Laurie, and heavily.
It's
She's
Kathy
a
Bates.
Kathy Bates is Madame La Laurie.
Yeah, check it out. Called the Grimm Collective, and they go to different weird places like this, and they were just there.
Yeah.
And they're apparently they don't let anybody inside, but they do have a gift shop.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
It was closed when we were there.
Yeah, it was closed when they were there too. They had to look through the fence. I guess it's hardly open.
Yeah. So when we were on our ghost tour in New Orleans, I saw at the very top one of the window curtains move. Like, not like, blowing in the wind, but like somebody pulled it back, held it there for a second, and then pulled it front. And I kind of freaked out a little bit because I'm like, wait a second, all the lights are off. You said nobody's supposed to be here, but then we saw that there were like a couple of guys chilling out on the railing of the Lalaurie mansion. So I was like, okay, it's probably the cleaning crew and cleaning crew or something. Yeah. But for a split second, I was like, "Oh my god,
I think this is a real...
Yeah, I felt bad for the ghost tour guy because he was talking like they don't let anyone in after night or anything. And then we look up later after this, like, oh, there's a couple guys
in my picture. There's just 2 guys.
Yeah.
But they don't let anybody in ever, right? Or
can you walk? The people.
The people who live there. It's like a vacation home for some people. So they go in it, but it's not open to the public. They don't just let people come in.
You can't tour it.
Yeah, correct.
I think it's a fascinating story, and I already knew just a little bit about this.
Oh, I know. Oh.
Yeah,
it's scary how much Tina knows about
this. It's a really good American sort of horror story.
It's a good American horror story.
Wow.
But you know what I'm afraid of? You know what I'm afraid of? As much as I actually kind of like the Conjuring movies, no, I'm afraid it's going to be another Winchester.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Yeah. You were a sad sap that went and saw it too.
Hey, that was back during the movie pass days, baby.
You were like, I got nothing to do. Let's go movie.
Yeah, exactly. Helen Mirren,
man. We're kind of back in that.
Yeah.
All right. So a TV real quick. Greg Berlanti, who has brought us all of the Arrowverse on the CW,
which is good and bad,
is bringing the DC universe to HBO Max with 2 new shows, including a new Green Lantern series, as well as an anthology series for Strange Adventures. Strange Adventures is just going to be an anthology exploring characters across the DC Comics world. In this television series, it's going to be an hour-long drama, but we don't know really anything at all about Green Lantern, or even like which Green Lantern it's going to be, or a lot of the concepts behind that. Berlanti was part of the...
Hal Jordan.
It could be Hal Jordan.
God, no. Hal Jordan, that's what it's going to be.
I'm tired of Hal Jordan stories.
Anyway, Berlanti was part of the screenplay writing team that with Mark Guggenheim and Michael Goldenberg, who wrote the 2011 movie. With
really? I didn't see that part of the story.
But just because you wrote the script doesn't mean you had a lot of say in other parts.
Well, that's true. I did. My understanding is that movie was made by committee.
Yeah.
And it was part of the failing of it.
Warner Brothers. That doesn't shock me at all.
Yeah.
Berlanti basically has worked with this combined and other shows he's bringing to HBO Plus or
Max.
HBO Max. Thank you. Has worked almost like 20 shows for the CW and Warner Brothers and all that together, including all of the CW Arrowverse and everything else. So he's got a lot of shows under his belt, but it'll be interesting to see how HBO Max tackles this content versus what we've seen on CW and also what we've seen on DC Universe, because he's also helped produce like Titans and Doom Patrol and the shows that are on there.
I hear Titans and Doom Patrol are both good.
Yeah, I have heard that too.
I've heard Titans is bad.
I've heard Titans is good.
I've heard good things.
Despite its bad promo.
Maybe it's good, bad, or something.
It could be.
Doom Patrol here is really good.
Doom Patrol here
I haven't
is
seen
really
any
good.
of it.
Because I don't have DC Universe.
And I'm not paying for it. It's out on Blu-ray now, though. I'm very tempted.
That might be
if
how
I see that
it.
come through our used place.
Yeah,
I'll
that's a good call.
Yeah. At first, when I first heard this, I was annoyed that it's going to Disney or to HBO Max. I'm like,
I wish he was going to Disney. Just everything.
Right? Just go to Disney.
One subscription service to rule them all.
I mean, Disney could just buy Warner Brothers. It's fine. But as I think about it, I guess it makes sense because
I did see that Bob Iger say it's like, we're done with large studio purchases for a while now.
It should be.
We'll see how that goes.
Right. I don't feel like Green Lantern is suited to HBO, like the network.
See, yeah, that's the thing too. It's Green Lantern is very not as adult pointed
and not dark.
Yeah, it's not dark.
It should not be dark at all. Like, if they try to do it dark, they'll ruin it.
Yeah, because it's going to be weird.
Because it has to be Green Lantern's light. It can't be dark.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It's also going to be a very CGI heavy show, and it's not typically what they've done.
Sinestro is going to be the main villain for 8 out of the 9 episodes.
Probably.
I don't think Green Lantern works well in live action. I would love to be proven wrong.
I would love it too, because I love Green Lantern.
His entire power set does not work in live action.
They should just do the Super Friends Green Lantern where he makes a big fist with his ring and, and punches people. I think that's what they should do.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, they should do that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't know. I was going to say I'm going to watch it, but I don't know. I'm struggling with this whole subscription thing.
I'm more interested about Strange Adventures because I like anthology.
Strange Adventures could be a dark show.
Could be a dark show.
Yeah.
Depending, I want to see what characters they focus on because there's a lot of esoteric DC universe characters they could do in an anthology series like this.
Does that mean you're going to sign up for HBO?
No, because
don't
you have
know.
to sign up for a wedding ring first.
So, do you get HBO Max if you already have HBO? That's the thing.
Yeah, actually, I don't know how that works
I
out.
don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach, are we going to get HBO Max because you have HBO Go?
See, that's the thing is,
Right.
I'm not sure if it's already included.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. Because I already
Or
have
is it like
HBO.
a premium that, like, if you
Is
get
it like a
HBO...
$2 add-on?
They haven't.
or-
They haven't really. I guess they haven't said it, have they?
Yeah, I don't think
Well,
they have.
they kind of have. It's convoluted, and I'm honestly waiting for someone to simplify it because it's
Yeah.
just not. It
I
does
feel
not
like
make much sense.
Just for the simplicity of it, they should just wrap it all together and charge something. I mean, I'm
$50.
struggling with this whole thing right now because
No.
we're 5 days from Disney
by
Plus.
next week, next recording, Disney Plus will exist.
And, I was pretty dead set on not messing with it because I'm annoyed with what they're doing with some of the classics. Stripping the Fox logo off and stuff. I'm just annoyed by it. But then I saw the trailer for The Mandalorian.
The new
Here
one.
it comes.
And
Here it comes.
That was
honestly, the show...
Just when you think you're out.
They pulled
They
me
pulled
I know.
back.
I knew it because when I watched the second trailer too, and because we saw the first one, and we
And
talked
it was
about how,
not good.
but the second one
was
really
really
good.
good. Well, and it's it just looks so much better than the movie, And they've announced all these great documentaries that I want to see. I want to watch the Imagineers.
That's really what did it for you.
The cooking, like I love cooking shows, and they're gonna do a documentary series that's supposed to be available on the 12th.
Yeah, the Imagineers one is one that I have already in my mind list.
Heck, in-game is available on the 12th. It opens with in-game.
Just get it for 1 month, and if you don't like it, just cancel.
Well, and they have the package because I already have Hulu where you can do them together. But in that package, I went and looked yesterday, the day before. They don't include Spotify. So does that mean I'm going to have to spin my Spotify off and start paying for that separate again? Or I don't know how that's going to work. And
Well, you might have to figure out which one's a better deal: Hulu, Spotify, or Hulu, Disney, or Hulu, Spotify with Disney separate, or that.
somebody's going to lose. Somebody's going to get dropped by me
It's-
because it's costing too much money.
Yeah,
All of
I
it.
don't know which.
Netflix is going to lose.
Netflix,
is going
Yeah.
Netflix might lose because I can tell you what I used to do in the old days with HBO is I would turn it on when it was time for a show to start and turn it back off. And when Stranger Things season 4 comes out, I might just turn it back on and then switch it back off because the other
Because in that same time period, you can catch up on all the other stuff.
And the
Exactly.
other good thing is it's not a regularly airing show. Season's done, so you don't even have to keep it on for 3 months.
exactly. So that I mean, I could literally keep it on for a weekend and blow through Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I mean, and their other shows, they have some good stuff, but nothing that I feel like, oh my god, I have to see it.
I
Yeah.
will say with us, I would hurt Nico and by extension, I guess Zach. But Zach's gracious enough to let us use it, so I would
Yeah.
hurt Nico if he was like, you know what, we'll just stop watching HBO.
She needs her dark
I
materials.
got multiple.
Dude.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me change my password.
I'm not gonna drop HBO. I can tell you, I'm not gonna drop HBO because I want to see Dark Materials.
Oh, so good.
I'm gonna make myself finish watching Watchmen.
Yeah.
I liked the first episode, but I wasn't so
The
riveted
first,
by it
the
that I
first
have to.
episode interested me enough. I'm going to watch it.
I'm interested. I mean, I think it's my interest is really hard to gauge for the show
Yeah,
because it's coming from like those of us. Have we all read Watchmen?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have.
Yeah, so like my interest isn't based on the show itself. Like it seems fine, but my whole interest is how are you using this source material? Because it's
Yeah.
not an adaptation. I don't know what you're like. I'm fascinated. That's my interest in the show.
Okay, fair
which
enough.
I think is a legitimate. I think it's part of their calculus with how they decide to tackle the material.
Yeah, you might be right.
But yeah, we will keep
But I keep it for that.
splurging on Zach's HBO Go. account.
Exactly. Those two things. And then now since Vice News is gone, I started watching Axion, which is actually really good. It's also
Axios?
Axios or Axi whatever.
Something like I've seen one
Oxycute.
episode.
Oxycontin.
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 Yeah. So basically,
Are you on opioids?
Axios is HBO's version of Vice News Investigates. They dig into things
Yeah.
more. And of course, right now it's all politics. So I've kind of been watching that some. So I'll keep it. But now it's like I think you might be right. I think Netflix may go away in place.
If I had to choose one,
Bring in
to-
Disney
Honestly,
Plus.
there's not. I mean, I catch myself hitting pretty much in this order: Hulu, Amazon Prime, HBO Go, then Funimation, then Netflix.
Yeah.
Well,
Netflix is our last go-to.
Yeah, it's the same for me because their catalog stuff is not good. But Hulu also has been helping me a little bit because in this house, I know it's like old people house or something, but we still use DirecTV, and DirecTV is in a big fight right now, so there's no CW.
Yeah, that's right.
None of that. So to find those shows, I have to go
You've been
out.
missing that woman.
Well, I haven't been watching that, but I was trying to watch the end of the
It's
Arrowverse.
bad. It's so bad.
I've been reading reviews, and it seems like it gets subtly better with each episode, but still not good.
No, it's worse. It's so bad.
That
Are you
makes
watching
me-
it?
I am watching.
You're not watching it.
The annotated versions,
Oh.
and oh my god, it's
You're not allowed to
Oh my
comment on
God.
shows anymore, sir.
Yeah,
CG
I keep thinking about getting back into Arrow just because of the last season.
It's
but part
about
of me,
as subtle as a sledgehammer.
part of me is like, you know what? I'll wait till the actual Crisis on Infinite Earth special happens.
Well, that's why I want to watch, because the whole thing is, in fact,
It all leads into it.
well, it's
Yeah.
built into it because of things that happened at the end of last season.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to stay with it, but weird stuff like the CW app, which I'm forced to use now.
Oh, I hate that app. That too. That app is awful.
It's terrible. And when my if I'm watching Netflix or Hulu, my iPad doesn't lock. Right? I watch it, but it locks on the CW app and it shuts it off because it's a
So
terrible,
bad.
terrible
That-
app.
So there's a
It's so
scene in
bad.
Batwoman where she confronts a serial killer and says
Yep.
stop and just lets her go.
Well, you didn't watch the rest of the show though. You have no context.
You know what you
What
can
would
watch?
Batman do?
Well, it depends.
And there's the end of the argument.
Well, but she's
because
not-
Batman would take that sucker in.
Well, you don't know. You didn't watch the rest of the show. You have no
A
context.
known serial killer.
Anyway.
Maybe that serial killer has somebody kidnapped or something.
Yeah.
Like
No, it's literally like she goes, stop.
Well,
You have until the morning to stop.
you know what?
I
If-
honestly
if
can't have the
if-
conversation because you can't
Yeah,
tell me the
look,
context.
Batwoman's
so
not your
bad.
thing. There's some other things you can't watch instead.
There are, because you can get some stuff this week. Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw is out on Blu-ray and 4K.
Waste of money.
No, it's not. It's actually a really good movie. It's actually one of the better of that whole franchise. I had
Which
a
isn't saying much because
No.
the whole franchise is
not true.
good.
There's another good movie. I think it's the 6th one. I think.
Great. I'm so glad I came in at the 7th one and it's just garbage.
Yeah, well, the ones previous to the 6th one are also garbage, but that one's good. This is actually a ton of fun. Nico, you guys would like that movie a lot. It's
Yeah.
really fun. The Art of Racing in the Rain, it's another man
a
and his
waste
dog
of
movie. That it
garbage.
didn't look good to me. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is on
Actual
Blu-ray and
garbage.
4K. Yeah, it was bad. Galaxy Quest 20th Anniversary
Kitchen.
Edition, that's a great one. And they have a steelbook for that one too. Universal Soldier got a 4K. Universal Soldier got a 4K.
Is that just because Roland Emmerich directed it? Is
I
that
don't know.
only
Probably.
because-
Maybe, but talking about 90s
90s action movies, yeah.
So Zootopia is out in 4K, Moana is out in 4K, Tangled is out in 4K, Big Hero 6 came out in 4K.
Disney just did a batch
They
release.
they really did. And then Shaun of the Dead is also out in 4K. Hold out though if you like the whole.
Is that a 5-pack
Yeah,
set?
if
No,
you-
no, no.
Yeah.
Does it come with?
I was gonna
is
say,
like,
They did come out with the 3-pack set.
There's a 3-pack. Yeah.
no. That wasn't my joke. My joke was like Zootopia, Moana, Tangled, Big Hero.
Oh,
Shaun
it
of the
should
Dead.
be.
Are
You
you
kidding me? No, they're not going to do that. I'd be interested to
Are
see
you
that
talking
HDR,
about the 3-pack Cornetto
Yes.
Blu-ray?
Yeah, there's
Well,
a 4K.
I will
Okay.
want the 4K.
Yeah.
I,
Because
well,
we have the
we have the 3-pack for the
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
No, they have a 4K.
I love those
So-
movies.
I don't know if it's out yet, but if it's
Oh,
not,
I
it's
love
coming.
the Cornetto trilogy.
I've seen.
I would like to rewatch.
I love
those
2
movies,
of them.
actually. I like all of
three.
them.
I was about to say, I like all
You
three.
are the weird one out.
You're
in
the
this
weird one.
I
table,
feel like I
sir.
need to watch that movie again. To be honest with
Which
you,
one?
And
The
the World's
World's
End.
End.
World's End is still like one of my favorite movies of that year. It was my top, and I think I will probably stand by that.
Yeah, I feel like I need to rewatch it, give it another shot. Because the other 2 movies I love.
I would recommend watching it again.
Now, it's the weakest link of that 3.
Well,
I think they're
Shaun of the Dead is,
But
is
that's like saying we got 2
classic
and a
level of film.
9.5.
Yeah, I mean, Shaun of the Dead is a classic level film.
okay.
All right, so what do we got in comics?
Amazing.
In comics, we've got from Marvel Amazing Spider-Man number 33, which brings back Spidey 2099. Daredevil number 13, Fantastic Four number 16, and 2 for X-Men this week. New Mutants number 1 and X-Force number 1. DC, we've got Batman number 82, Deathstroke number 49, Green Lantern Black Stars number 1 of 3, Justice League number 35, and Legion of Superheroes number 1. New over there. Other books, we got Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 9, Kiss Zombies. Kiss is in the band. Number 1. Red Sonja number 10, Spawn number 302, and Undiscovered Country number 1.
All right.
So I'm behind by a couple of weeks.
I'm interested in the new X books.
I've read all of Hoxpox and I've read X-Men 1, but I've not read Marauders, X-Force, New Mutants, and Excalibur yet.
Does that mean I'm going to see like a post on social media of a giant stack of comics and your wallet being empty?
I'm probably going to buy books maybe this weekend, possibly more likely next weekend.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to reading them, especially Excalibur and Marauders, because those seem to be really good. But yeah, it's just a lot to take in with the whole X-Men stuff that's happening over at Marvel. So
it's a little crazy.
Digest. It's so many books. It's ridiculous.
It's too many books, honestly.
I honestly agree. I thought like the whole Hoxpox, House of X, Powers of 10 thing was a really ambitious project, and it is. But then launching a 5-line wide X-Men franchise at the same time.
So much.
Being wave 1, and there will be another wave in January. And it's a little much. It's a little too much X-Men.
Yeah.
There's such a thing.
Is there such a thing, Tina?
Yeah. Especially since I'm not getting Alpha Flight. So yeah.
Yeah, there's no wrong.
Yeah, all she wants is her Canadian superheroes.
Canadian X-Men.
We are going to get a new Wolverine book. I think.
Oh, good! I'm so excited.
In January. He was in Alpha Flight, so
he was in Alpha
Flight. He is Canadian, so
I want the big orange furry guy to get his own comic from Alpha Flight.
Oh, Sasquatch?
Yeah, Sasquatch. Yeah.
I do like that Wolverine is still in his orange, his tan and brown suit.
Yeah.
But I'm still frustrated because Jean Grey is in her like classic X-Men green dress outfit, and I don't understand it, especially since we just saw her in X-Men Red, and it was a great outfit. And there's got to be a reason, because everybody else has newer outfits except her, who's stuck in the 60s, and I don't care. That's all I've got.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's bring this thing to an end. We've talked about a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Where are we going to find you on the internet, sir?
You can find me at finer social networks such as Twitter and Instagram under Nico Scream. You could... Under Instagram, you'll probably find me taking photos of river otters.
All right, there you go.
And you can also find more comics that came out on Culturesmash.tv.
Yep.
You can find me Instagram at Novinity Avalon, and you can find me Twitter at Cheddar Popper. That is CHEDRPOPPR.
Cool. Zach?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram. I'm Master of Nature.
Shocked are you?
Right?
And you can find me on Steam. I am a dangerous mute lunatic. I've been recently playing Catherine, and oh my god, it's hard. I'm on easy mode.
You just suck.
And this game's hard.
No, Catherine is legit.
I chose normal. It's like, this is for advanced players.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, this is normal difficulty. Let's just bump it down to easy then. And I'm like,
no.
I'm dying
then I'm out
20 times because I can't figure out the puzzles. It's just a puzzle game. It's not.
Yeah, but you're getting killed. I mean, do you die from not solving the puzzle correctly?
You fall off.
Oh.
And then it's like,
I'll be falling off all the time.
Oh no, love is over. Restart from checkpoint. But they give you like 60, 70, 80 retries. You can't run out.
Oh. All right. Well, that's not so bad.
Yeah, it's like you're climbing stairs, and it's forming stairs from blocks.
Okay.
And it's hard. It's hard.
Oh.
It really is.
Boo boo boo.
Definitely not something KJ says.
And on that note,
So find me at All Things Culture Smash. Mostly Facebook.
Go slash some tires.
Do it. So you can also find me on Instagram at OTS Movie Night. And then on Culturesmash.tv, I have my review of Paramount sent me the 4K of It's a Wonderful Life. So I wrote my review and posted that. So
is it still
what's that?
A Wonderful Life?
It's the most crisp, contrasty, beautiful, black and white, wonderful life that I have ever had.
Wow.
So you should see it.
I don't like that movie, but boy, I'd love to
more
see
so
that
than
4K.
The Lighthouse?
Yes. And I actually don't like that movie either. Like just as a Christmas movie or whatever, it's not my favorite, but man, is it beautiful.
Okay.
And if you like it, you're going to love this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so.
All right.
All right.
I guess that'll bring us to an end.
We'll see you next week.
See you next
Bye,
week.
everybody.